Are we sure there won't be another explosion?
It's rough
No way
out
to
here,
know,
sir.
but it doesn't matter. It's clear we're General Soulkeeper's exit plan if this all goes sprockets up.
Aye, aye.
Report in. Bridge holding steady.
Out and clear. How is she? Any improvements?
She's stable. Well, physically stable, at least.
And mentally?
This magic is unlike anything I've seen. It's deliberately tuned to cause as much suffering as possible.
Let's hunt down these stone men and show them how the pack deals with its enemies.
Bennett, any update on the creature that hospitalized your scout?
We finally got a message from Priory headquarters. Hard to get a pigeon to fly through a magical storm in one piece. The description of these stone men matched an ancient weapon the Mersat and White Mantle used before the Crichton Civil War. They're called Jade Constructs. They were the Mersat's primary martial units.
Floating constructs. That sounds similar to the Exalted.
That's because they're using ancient magic from a similar origin. Or at least that's my current theory, Poobah.
Did your backpack just call you Poobah, Commander?
It's a long story. Go on, Tiny.
There was a time way back when the Seers and the Mersat shared a lot of info. Why do you think they're all so floaty?
So is there anything that'll keep me alive in a fight against these jade things?
Remember that magical protection I told you about? That should work against Jade Constructs, too. It was based on Seer research that Zinn, the founder of Rada Novus, performed during the Crichton Civil War. I highly suggest mastering it before you get in a smashy scenario with one of those Jade brutes. Good luck, Tiny out!
They expect us to expire here.
Sir, this is the second near-death experience you've had in a very short while.
Can't say I hadn't noticed. I'm either exceptionally unlucky or exceptionally lucky. Can't decide which.
While the concept of luck is generally preposterous, the eternal alchemy does seem to favor you.
Favor me? I went from nearly being executed by a giant bloodstone to nearly being blown up by an even bigger bloodstone.
Yet you survived both. I think you deserve a nickname. Bennett the Everlasting.
Isn't that tempting the eternal alchemy to smite me for my arrogance? Or something?
That's not how the eternal alchemy works.
my dust. Refreshing. It looks like there are magical scorch marks leading this way. Refreshing. There?
It's me, Commander.
Keith. Bennett said he saw you.
Are you...
Trying to figure out why the explosion reversed itself, and the trail led me here. Look at these marks. Could these have been made by a torrent of magic?
Possibly. You think something or someone was behind this? Or was it a natural disaster?
Seems like an awfully odd natural disaster. You saw what happened, right?
I've recently learned to not always rely on my senses. They can betray you.
This pedestal seems to be the nexus of it all. Let's look around and...
Tremor!
Incoming!
Did you see that?
That bloodstone explosion seemed to trigger some sort of magical echo.
I couldn't really tell what was happening.
Let's find some more bloodstone and see if we can recreate it. Get a clearer picture. This could give us an insight on why the blast reversed itself. Just a bunch of weapons.
You sure about that? Because they're glowing.
Armored up. Tough shot. Eat my dust. That was unexpected.
I'll hold my I told you so.
That? How did you end up down here?
I was returning from the Grove when I saw the explosion on the horizon. I wasn't going to leave it uninvestigated.
Good work getting this deep into the crater. Must have been moving like a shadow out there.
It's what I do.
Attack my target! Keith, over here. Armored up. Go ahead. bloodstone pieces next to this staircase. I guess this is how someone would get down here to do whatever it is our test hopefully reveals.
I guess I really wanted it to be a natural disaster. Didn't want to think about someone tinkering with so much power.
What was your business in the grove?
I was visiting the Pale Tree.
How is she after Mortremoth's death?
Ailing, but recovering. Although not well enough to give me the guidance I needed.
Sorry to hear that.
It's... back to the task at hand. Those explosions exposed some more bloodstones.
Bloodstone, under this table.
Go ahead. Hit me.
That feels good.
Go ahead. Hit me. Retrieve the light.
That feels good. It's a note. Must have survived in this chest.
What's it say?
It was the White Mantle, all right. Apparently they've been prodding the Bloodstone for some time now, but it also hints at some sort of splintering within their group and a divisive leader. Must be Cauticus.
The Legate Minister? Oh, I should stop by Divinity's Reach more often. I'm out of the loop.
More Bloodstone here. Can't believe this operation was happening under our noses this whole time. This doesn't look good. Refreshing. I owe you one.
Help me! Armored up. To kill rising!
That feels good. That feels good.
Ambush! Back up! Back up!
Commander, before we go any further, I want to clear the air between us.
Here? Why would I expect anything? Your timing has always been perfect.
See, that's why I have to speak now. I know you're still upset with me, and you have every right to be. I can't take back what happened, but I can tell you I know what I did was wrong, and I'm sorry. My wild hunt, Mortimer's voice, they were tearing at each other. And sometimes I didn't know which was which. I was very confused. And I felt like the only person I could trust was me.
That's the very time you should have leaned on your friends.
Don't you see? I didn't know who my friends were.
That feels good.
Enemies, friends, even Fowlin. It was all grey. I wish I would have trusted you, but I didn't. And now that's in the past, all I can do is hope you'll forgive me in the future.
Kaith.
You don't have to respond now. I want you to think about it, so your decision is considered.
Okay, well, let's see if our little experiment works. Eat my dust! Ready? I'll take care of releasing their magic.
Then what?
Then we cross our fingers that we jumpstart the magic echo and don't blow ourselves to smithereens. What was that? What happened?
Where you were standing, there was only a brilliant light devouring magic. Then some people behind the light didn't look so lucky. These silhouettes.
They must have been vaporized by the blast.
Who would have done this purposefully?
Someone who just absorbed the lion's share of a bloodstone's worth of magic. Could have been Cauticus. I have to find Canuck and warn him, if he's still alive.
Commander! Are you up there?
Sounds like someone's looking for you.
Commander! Canuck ordered us to find you. Minister Cauticus is in the area.
He's alive. I need to tell him about what we just witnessed. Point me in the right direction. Kaith?
You know what? I think I'll stay a moment. Maybe poke around some more.
Are you sure? Will you be okay?
It's fine, Commander. Remember? I'm a shadow.
One more thing from my list of accomplishments.